we're back with some more action not included. Continuing our playthrough of the Divergent colony today. As a reminder for anyone new dropping in or potentially catching the VOD afterwards, our objectives for this colony are we are kind of running a split colony. Up to the left hand side you kind of see the rules. On the left hand side of the colony we have our normal duplicants. On the right hand side we have the bionic duplicants. Let's get this started just so we get less warnings. Bionic duplicates. I'm trying to keep the ratio even between normal and bionics. Right now we have 6 on the left side, 5 on the right. So our next hire is going to be a bionic, for instance. They can share resources, but they must pass through essentially the printing pod area. This is the only area that they share. Door permissions are as such where bionics are allowed through, normal dupes are not. Similarly over here, normal dupes are allowed through, bionics are not. Where we left off last episode was where we left off at last episode, where we're working on completing the blast shots. We have 53 cycles remaining. We have 47 blast shots we still need to shoot off. We are looking very good on the biodiesel front. Biodiesel front. Peat is... we should be fine. I just set up a farm to generate additional peat, specifically for these blast shots. And then it's just nickel. Nickel is just a matter of continuing to refine it. We have plenty of nickel, so that should never be an issue. It's just a matter of... why are you hurt? They shouldn't be hurt. I also finally figured out where the hell the buff is. So for fresh... sorry, this was going back to last episode. Lubrication station. I was looking for like morale improvements, stuff like that. And I could never catch a dupe who had used the lubrication station. But if a bionic dupe does, they get a fresh oil +2 morale buff, which is nice, and you know, a modest -5 stress per cycle buff as well, which isn't great, but hey, I'll take it. I'm not gonna complain. We should have plenty of phyto oil available to us. We set up this little farm that just takes polluted dirt in, and you get seacomb leaves out. Seacomb leaves can be just crushed with a little bit of water, well, quite a bit of water actually, to get some phyto oil out. Don't have a huge backlog of phyto oil yet. We've used a lot of it for biodiesel, but we're almost done with the emulsifier. We only have 19 activations left in order to get all of the biodiesel that we need for all of our blast shots. So we're well on our way. A few more were just shot off. This meteor blaster has taken a bit of damage, but it's fine. It's not broken yet. If it does break, we'll replace it with something left. And we have the Demolier under half health. So I think we should be able to satisfy it. Aside from obviously making blast shots in the background, one of the focuses of this episode is going to be specifically water. Water for the bionic duplicate side. The regular duplicates have this nice little polluted water. They also have saltwater geyser. So the normal duplicates are set on water pretty much forever. These geysers will produce us plenty, and it won't be a concern. But for the bionics, we have no water geyser over here, so we need a way to generate water for action. The bionic duplicates are sustaining their action with algae, currently at least. I have a Blum Ranch, which is what it's giving me, the sustainable source of algae. It's just not enough algae right now. I am hovering at 8 tons. It's probably enough just to keep a single action diffuser. I haven't done the math or anything, but it's probably enough for like a single action diffuser. And I was in the process of setting up a second ranch. So I'm gonna do, if I could build properly, I'm gonna show you how to create a couple natural tiles. We're also gonna need this area swept up. Actually, let's just sweep all three. So if you're in this scenario, I actually, yes, okay, no, I do need this build. I'm second guessing myself. I have thousands of hours in Action Not Included, but it has actually been a minute since I've played last, so I am trying to catch up on a few of the nuances of the game. While the dupes get that sorted, we do have, we did get, last episode we did get our automation for these ranches set up. These auto sweepers are picking up pretty much anything except, well, yeah, no, pretty much anything except the food items, the avogro and figs that drop off these plants. So all the peat, all the eggs, everything is retrieved. So in order to build a natural tile that a pip can plant in, what you want to do is this bottom node is where your natural tile is going to be. So since I want it obviously in line with my floor, I'm going to leave the 2x2 space here. And then you need to build an entire, you need tiles all the way around this space in a complete U shape right here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to build a manual airlock out of whatever material you want. I'm going to go nickel because I have plenty of it. And then you build the manual airlock in the middle. I'm not sure if this is a bug or intended or what. This has been in the game since I've been playing it, you know, years and years and years ago. So I do use this. If you consider it an exploit, what I would recommend is when you're figuring out what's going to be your farm or not, just leave your natural tiles in place. So if I intended this to be my farm, I just replace, like, better yet, you know, I just place tiles around here and just keep the natural tile in place. That can kind of limit where your farms exist, because pips also can't plant in very hard material, such as like abyssalite, you know, obsidian, diamond. Pips can't plant plants in there. So if you do need to create a natural tile like I am, like I said, create a U shape, put a manual airlock in it. Hey Evie. Stream's going well so far. This is my first week of streaming, so I'm still kind of getting used to it. trying to get more comfortable, like, in my own voice and in my own behaviors and everything like that. So, but it's going good. Can't complain. And then when you deconstruct, instead of getting you know, the 200 kilos of nickel ore back, it forms into a natural tile. So we get a tile of nickel ore in this case. So there you go. That is how you form natural tiles if you do not have them. We did lose our pip. He escaped. Oops. Let's relocate him back to my my farm. At this time slot, noon to 4 p.m. Eastern, I am playing Action Not Included. That's going to be my, you know, quote-unquote main game. Last night though, or at night, I am going to be playing Variety. I was playing Timberborn last night. I just bought it. The 1.0 just came out. So I was trying that out. I've never played Timberborn before, so it's very much let's learn. Yeah, that's what I was doing last night. I enjoyed playing Timberborn though. It's a good game. I'm looking forward to playing it tonight as well. Come on, why aren't you getting there? Oh, because you can't. I see. Let's take up through here and go grab that pip. Thanks, I appreciate it. Okay, those are going to... Okay, and once I get this sorted, the pip will plant the avogro nodes. I have the seeds chilling, so he'll work on planting them. Once they're planted, I'm going to let the avogros grow up quite a bit. And then once they once they grow out, I'm gonna throw some lums in there and start my 4th ranch. I've been aiming for about 4 hours, like as my main stream. The nightly stream, I just play until I'm tired, type of deal. It was I think 3 hours last night, but that was just because I was enjoying the game, so I kind of got caught up a little bit. Okay, doing good on the Demolier. Yeah, we have 50 cycles. We should be all right. I don't think we're waiting on anything. It says we're waiting on biodiesel, but we have 5 tons right here, so this is a lie. I wonder why it doesn't detect biodiesel in liquid reservoirs. That's a bit frustrating, I guess would be the word. I am streaming with no expectations. I realize how competitive the streaming environment can be. You know, I'm not kidding myself. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make it big. I'm gonna become a 2,000, viewer Andy or something like that. You know, make hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like, I'm not kidding myself in that regard. But I am approaching it with the proper, what's the word? I'm approaching it with the proper dedication to, as if I were going to become a full-time streamer. But like I said, no expectations. I appreciate anyone just, even lurkers. I appreciate, no issues there. Yeah, hanging out, just chilling out. I'm playing video games anyway, so might as well stream them. Whoops, sorry about that. Still figuring out hotkeys apparently between scenes. Pips planted these plants. These are natural plants, so they're gonna grow 4 times slower than the farmed versions, but that's all right. I'm not in a hurry to have them grow. And I have to print a bionic next, not a normal duplicate, so I can't take any of these. Gotta follow the rules, guys. Heavy, what do you mean by upgrade my account? I should have some more. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm definitely making this for sure. Okay. Now, next things next. I want to build farms, proper farms. I'm gonna need a lot of automation. I'm gonna need. I can almost. Uh-oh. Well, that's great. Ah, that's annoying. Okay, hopefully my autosave was not too long ago. Let's get rid of the objectives. Oh, I hope I didn't lose too much gameplay. Okay, it's like 149. I don't remember what I was on. Oh, now my stream's not picking up the game. Once the game loads, hopefully it'll pick it up. Okay, awesome, it did. Okay, so we created the natural tiles. We haven't moved the pip yet. Oh jeez. Okay, so I lost like a solid cycle of gameplay. That's a bit annoying, but nothing we can't recover from. These will get planted. I am running out of water. That's not great. I don't know if I have a lot more brine ice either. I have some. Not a lot, but some. Okay. I was saying I want Has to be 96 tiles, so I need 4 more tiles. Sure. Doesn't have to be a perfect rectangle or anything. And okay, so I looked up some ratios. Yeah, it's just okay. I looked up some ratios on Dartle and Rex farms. Oh man, these guys are overcrowded, really bad. On some Dartle and Rex farms, so I'm going to need, if I want a farm of 8 Rexes, I'm going to need, each Rex needs to eat 1 Dartle a cycle. So I'm going to need, oh, was it 25 or 50? No, it's 25. I need 25 Dartles available. In order to have 25 Dartles, I need 50 Dewdroppers. I need 50 farmed Dewdroppers. Yeah, I saw your message. I'll look at it after my stream. So I need 50 farmed Dewdroppers. Or drippers, sorry, drippers. In order to support those Dartles. So that's going to consume quite a bit of brine ice. The Rexes will excrete more brine ice than what the Dewdroppers need to be farmed, and then I'll get additional brine ice out of the system. It's I roughly get about half of what they produce out of the system, so half will go back in to the farms, and then half will go out for my use. So not great. These Dartles require 4 cells of space. If I have a full 96 tile large ranch, that is 24 Dartles per ranch, which, like I said, I needed 25. I'm gonna work with 24. I'll just have like 7 Rexes instead of 8, which is fine. And then what else do I need? So I need 50 Dewdroppers, I need 25 Dartles, and I need 8 Rexes. The Rexes don't need anything other than an area and food drop-off, so they're pretty easy. So my Rex farm is gonna be the bottom one. So I'm just gonna kind of get stuff in place. The sharing station, and then you need a critter drop-off. I'm gonna have 2 drop-offs, one for Rexes and one for Dartles. And similarly up here, I'm going to have, I can actually expand this off since I'm cutting out tiles. Still need bionic, so not even considering a lot there. This wire is doing heavy work right now. A lot of work. I'm gonna dig these up. I don't want to waste phosphorite. I have 26 tons, but I don't want to waste it when I'm not actively researching anything. Bit of brine ice there. This guy can relocate here. I'm gonna disable the shearing grooming station for now, because I don't want a bunch of hungry Rexes waiting around to be fed when I don't have my Dartle farm set up yet. So I'm going to create an area up here, and this is just going to be for all my eggs. I'm going to need what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to split up the Dartle farms between these 2 areas. That way, I'm surprised this brine ice melted. That way I can keep using these naturally planted drippers. I think that makes a lot of sense. I don't want to block them. I'm gonna use some ladders around as well. I'm also going to, for the brine ice, I'm gonna have set up automation for all of this. That's my intention. I've been continually fighting dupe labor, so I just want to automate everything that I can. So sure, I'm just gonna. Just get some planted for now. I am going to need to groom these guys. I'm also going to need to drop off as well. This liquid exposure, like this, because I'm bringing warm materials in, like this nickel door, for instance, when it came in, the nickel was 30 degrees or whatever. That's where I'm getting all this melted from. You know, this dirt coming in, it's warm, so it's melting the brine ice before it can cool down. Stuff like that. That's where I'm getting all this water from. Alright, alright. Ooh, I can't have that one there. I can't have it something like that. Alright, Rancher has a lot of jobs to do. We're running out of power. Peat, we're actually increasing peat now. You can relocate. So peat is increasing. This is a bit of carbon dioxide down there. Got an achievement. Guess I cured a dupe or something. Okay. 31 to go. Yeah, 50 cycles. Not even close. Any additional biodiesel that we create, we can set up like a petroleum generator or something. So, yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. I think it helped a lot once we started geotuning these buildings. I think it's helped a lot. Actually lost the power plant room bonus, so these weren't getting tuned up anymore. But yeah, changing the 480 watts to 720 is really nice with the tune-ups. They're actually not tuned up right now. They were a little bit ago. Our ranches are going in. I almost wish they wouldn't deliver. Well, I need these to grow before I put dartles in, so that's fine. I'm surprised bionics aren't getting this done faster. Just because I was getting a lot of idling over here, so I figured, hey, as soon as I did this, it'd get built really quick. But now they're kind of taking their time. This bomb's still working very well. 14 cycles. Actually gonna probably be cutting it pretty close on polluted water. I do need to expand this tank, but I am busy running on wheels and making blast shots to really get it done. This amber is 70 degrees still a ways away. I do think I'm probably gonna give up and start doing this. I have plenty of amber sitting around with all these lure plants. So yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna end up doing that. I need a nice chill area. Right through here is pretty chill. Yeah, okay, temperature range is great. Oh, look at all those rockets, jeez. I think that's just, yeah, visual glitch, yeah. So 30 more, and then we'll get this destroyed. Uh-oh. Windy outside today. My power is, hopefully will hold out. I gotta be careful, that is sand right there. Well, it's technically regolith, but I don't want it to fall down into this farm, so gotta make sure I dig properly. I made my farm smaller, so I'm just expanding it back up to the 96 tiles. Plenty of bleach stone here. Awesome, we're done with the biodiesel. That'll save a bit of dupe labor at least. So we just need 26 more blast shots. I'm actually gonna decrease this by 1. I want to make sure I catch the last blast shot. I don't want to be caught unawares. Growing body temperature. Uh-oh, it's a bit too warm. Sorry, a bit too cold, rather. It's just because I have cold water coming in. You know, all this 10-degree water is cooling down my base quite considerably. So I actually need... I mean, they're borderline, right? I kind of need the lums to produce more heat. Lums are a heat source, you can tell by their body. So left alone, they will actually slowly warm up the area. It's very slow, it's not quick, but they'll slowly warm up the area. I have plenty of heat farther down with my power banks and everything like that, so what I could do, I have 9 tons, just create more power banks. I would like a bigger backlog anyways. Let's work on... Oh, you guys actually can't get down there. Let's work on getting dartles in place. Oh no, it's too big. We don't gotta dig that. One thing I would... What do these take otherwise? They take nothing. Just eat chlorine. Oh, easy. These need three spaces. I am going to... the dew drippers and the dartles will produce chlorine. I don't want a bunch of chlorine all over the place, so... I dug this up. Oh, I'm so sad. Well, oops, I'll replant it. And I want to try to get 2 down here. Just take this up and put another tile here. So chlorine is generally heavier than any oxygen, so polluted or regular. So it will tend to fall down into this hole over here. So I'm gonna plant 3 megafrons. I might have to go dig up a megafron here or there. I'm sure I have some around the map. We'll see how many seeds I have once I get these farm tiles. Alright, we're beginning the ranching. I remember dartles grow very quickly, or sorry, lay eggs very quickly. I want to say like every 2 cycles they lay an egg, but we'll see pretty quick. Dartlet. You want 24. Oh, excellent. We have 3 seeds and everything. Very good. For Rexes, Rex babies, we want 7. And I'm gonna leave this. I'm not gonna put any dartles in there yet because I don't want to accidentally get them all eaten or anything like that. So I'm just gonna leave that as is for now. If this Rex starts starving or anything, I'll move food in manually. Right now these guys are eating tough meat or tough meat instead of dartles, which is fine. I would like to get some of this oxygen out of here, but it's alright. Oh, new printables. Biotics. Hey, we got biotics. Ranching, but with the negative ranching. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take this guy, just so I can keep a lookout for another good dupe. We need another rancher. I mean, we're gonna get two ranches of dartles and another Rex ranch, so we already have like 5 lum ranches, so another rancher is gonna be good. One thing, a positive with bionics is you can, aside from their negatives, you can really make them do whatever you want. If you want a rancher one day and then switch it over to a digger the next day, you can. You just have to remove the boosters and add new ones in. So I'm gonna. Oh, we don't have a lot of microchips, but I'm gonna create. No, let's just do 2, and then let's do a let's do. And let's make sure I get him schedule. Who was it? It was Gizmo. I think I have another bionic schedule. I don't. They're all taken. So he can stay where he's at. And then Gizmo is gonna be rancher. So he'll do ranching first, and then he'll do anything else. Action's looking pretty solid. Plenty of skill points available, but our morale isn't great. So I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm gonna give him a strength booster, and then once we create the ranching, I'll give him a second ranching. Where's my other ranching bionic? So builder, build dig. Just looking at dig build. There he is. Okay, ranch tidings. Okay, so his good. Yes, still flooding. Nothing new. I do want to dig down. I just don't have oxygen. My dupes will suffocate if I make them go down there. I really want to start getting into like Atmos suits and stuff. But 20 left. Okay. But in order to do that, I need a proper refinery set up. And in order to have a proper refinery, I need plastic. And I need plastic because I want to build a steam turbine. So I need a refined metal and a plastic. I don't have plastics yet. Refined metal I can definitely get. at 78 degrees. As I said last episode, do not recommend this. This was a waste of time, to be completely honest, waste of time. Yeah, pretty much the only benefit that gave me was I got a quick and dirty cooling loop out of it, so I was able to cool my base down a little bit. That's the only thing I got out of it. But heat wasn't even that much of a concern at present time, so yeah, just a big waste of time. That's smart of me. I was going over there to get seacomb leaves because I thought I might not have enough production, but yeah, I'm fine. Dwindling water. I do have a small water pocket down there. I do have other sources of water that are not ideal, but are serviceable. I think I'm going to, actually what I should do is, I'll just, with bionic duplicates, I'll just take too much like water damage, or sorry, I'll be electrocuted too much if I dig all the way down, just covered in water. So I'm not gonna do that. I do want to explore more down in this area until I get to the magma biome. I want to see what the radiation biome looks like a little bit. But I just mentioned this like 5 minutes ago, but there's no oxygen down here, so maybe I don't do that. Or what I do is create some oxygen mask checkpoints. Sardos, nope, almost. In a second. Okay, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I'll let this run in the background while I grab a drink, use the restroom. Be right back. so chilled. Okay. I need to start getting automation in here. Pressure, yeah, because we don't have. This is 8,500. Okay. As these plants finish growing up and everything, and dripping. So they grow every single cycle. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to need some automation. How much people do I have over here? 2 tons. It's probably not enough. So 30. Similar to my lumber ranches down below, I'm going to overlap so I can get rid of or can get away with less auto sweepers. This one's gonna be tricky. Really want to build it up. Is this room? Okay, still rich. I did lose 6 tiles, so 8 tiles rather. So that's 96. That's 96. Okay. And similar down here. Using all our nickel. We need power as well. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take all, so this is going to be a breeder ranch, right? So we're going to take all eggs, just move them over here, and then when they hatch, the dartle that is, I'm going to have a pickup over here, and this will get a priority drop off to fill up to 24, and then a lower priority drop off for, I'll probably have a couple here, like 2 critters here or something. So that way they'll always refill the breeder ranch first, and then if the breeder ranch is full, then they will drop off to the feeder ranch. So that's how I'm gonna work on doing this. As far as power is concerned, this line is already way overburdened. I might just create a small little power plant right here, although that would inject heat. I should put the power plant right here, similar to this one, just a second power plant, to warm this up a little bit. Not that this produces a crazy ton of heat, but it is something. No power, of course, no power. Why would we have power? That would make too much sense. Yeah, this does have an NG tune-up on it, so it is 50% more efficient. It's like 720 watts. So this is saving us peat, essentially. We have been fighting with peat for 155 cycles now, so it's nice to save some when we can. Building this, the reason I'm building that is I'm gonna set up some suits, or auction masks rather. So I'm probably gonna have 4. I'm gonna need a station, I'm gonna need a crafting station. Some power. And these also need oxygen. Conveniently located lines, almost like I had planned that. That way, if they're in an oxygen mask, they can, they're bringing oxygen with them, so I don't have to set up a bunch of oxygen stations or whatever you want to call them all the way throughout the map. It'll be more efficient. Not that these dudes don't have enough to do, but we're putting them to work. The oxygen masks will not prevent like eye irritation, won't prevent stopping wet, if they're trudging through liquid. It will give them, breath in, like it will allow them to breathe underwater, which is nice for sure. But they'll still be stopping wet, they'll still have major eye irritation. So all of these are like athletic debuffs. So they could be moving very slowly if they're getting all these debuffs. So I'm still going to be digging with care to try to keep them out of those types of situations. I could hire a normal duplicate. None of these are jumping out at me though. Not what I need. What I'd really like is like a decorator doctor type of. I don't like loud sleepers. I mean, Maya's alright, but I'm not in a hurry to hire anyone right now. Okay, this is gonna get built. I dug these up so that they can't get through this direction or anything. I'm actually gonna have to delete this ladder as well, or this tile as well. This is the only direction, like right to left is the only way I want them to go down this ladder shaft. Bomb's still chugging away. 9 cycles. We might have to get some liquid dropped here. I want these built before I do that. Farms coming along. I'm probably waiting on nickel at this point. I have 1.4 tons. Some iron ore for rails. We should have a bunch of iron ore around this area. So that should be good. I'm going to disable thermos on these because I just want the dartles eating them. The dartles will eat them and essentially harvest them in that capacity. Chlorine's not moving right as quickly as I was hoping. Maybe once the pressure increases, they'll move along faster. Got a couple Rexes, couple Dartles. I am going to. I have to split the power network, so I'm gonna create a little power hub right here and essentially split the grid right here. Have everything up. Run off this grid. Building tasks. I'm also gonna have a critter feeder. Just since our bionics aren't eating any tough meat or meat, there's no point in letting it go to waste. So I'll feed it to the Rexes as well. Kind of supplement the dartles, especially in the beginning, but more so later as well. All the eggs. Over here. A little Rex baby. These guys are. Oh, you're confined. Oops. Not bad. This is true. Sorry. Probably gonna keep this lower for now. 96. Okay, yeah. So I could have, in a 96 tile ranch, I could have 24 dartles. I'm gonna split them. I'm gonna have like 15 here, and then, like I said, I want to utilize the naturally planted as much as possible. So I'm gonna have 10 dartles up here, 15 down here. It's gonna be the 25 total. Oh yeah, dartles all over the place. I don't think they can get through tile gaps. I'm gonna show you a little trick to keep Dardos confined to a room but not crowd them. Like I want this, I want this room to be 16,000 tiles big, right? So they don't ever get overcrowded. But I don't want them wandering all over my base either. So what you do is put a little dab of liquid here. I'm gonna put I have 5 tons of gunk. I believe gunk freezes at a pretty low temperature. -8. Oof, nope, it does not. -28. Nope, can't do that. I need a low temperature liquid. I need oil or something. Or naphtha. Naphtha would be fantastic. Naphtha goes to -50. ISO, Guax 150 though. What else do I have? Oh, I had some crude oil actually. I don't know where it came from. Okay, I'll use crude oil. That'll be great. Go down to -40. Let's copy these settings up here. This is gonna change into Dardo Ranch eventually. 15 left. Some peat. Probably out of nickel at this point. Do more. Let's do action masks. Out of nickel, sure. Let's do 5. I always like to do an extra mask. And then repair, do that forever. Let's put that at a little bit higher priority. I want to make sure the masks get replenished quickly. And I can put a checkpoint here as well. Oh, that's a new icon. That almost looks like they're in an Atmo suit. So 2 action masks. And once I get those built, I'll be able to, I'm probably going to expand this tank first, and then I will dig down and explore a little bit more. It's getting pretty chilly. I almost want to change these back to normal tiles to let the heat through. I was worried about it for a while, and now I'm not worried about it. I actually want the heat. I don't want it 85 degrees or anything, but you know, up to a nice 40, I wouldn't complain about. Okay, they're getting delivered. Collection's flowing in. Alright, now let's continue digging. I'm just gonna dig right down. I'm just gonna combine all these sources of water. I will have to move my liquid pump down as well. So, like I was mentioning, they still get chilled, sopping wet. They'll get eye irritation as well, but they do have oxygen provided to them now, so they're not constantly running back and forth to the nearest oxygenated area, so it helps efficiency. fancy wallpaper. Amber, that's never gonna heat up. I say never. It's not actually never, but sure feels that way sometimes. I don't want these in the doorway. Let's see how I can actually get over there. What a weird ladder system. 140. Get a meteor shower in before the Dumbler actually gets here. I'm hoping once I get everything built in here, I'm gonna stop getting melted ice. I can do a power system. It's amazing. Cycle 160 and I'm still using wheels. There should be a crime against that. So the desalinator produces quite a bit of heat when it's running, that is. 8 kilo DTUs. These batteries also, as long as they have a charge, generate heat as well. So the minor heat sources, I am hoping just kind of keeps this area a little bit warmer. It's so chilly. Usually you're happy when areas are chilled, but it is stifling some of my plants down here, so I gotta be careful with that. Let's put some lumps down here. Sweep all the spare materials. Pip's busy planting. Okay. I want to watch Chip do this because I don't want to drop huge amounts of crude oil all over my base. I want to, I just want to drop. I don't want anything more than that. Chip apparently dropped the crude oil and went on break. I might move this door one tile higher just to promote the chlorine from escaping, or well, we should prevent the chlorine from escaping out and into my base, as there's already chlorine all over the place. Mostly because they're eating a lot of oxygen right now, since those guys are on break. And Chip is sleeping. I deconstruct these, so these startles are for sure gonna start wandering. Might call some of my lums. Get a bunch of tough meat. 3, okay, so they're full. Should just be defragging. Jeez, look at all 3 of them. How was that Gizmo Echo? Surprised I'm getting 3 at once. So. Alright, well. Look at all the microchips I'm getting. Positives. I'm gonna be running out of polluted water. This must be... Oh, it's just polluted dirt. I'm surprised they kind of stopped where they did. They dug it out, but they didn't build anything. Might have been smart is I should have got this entire area down here prepped before I dug out here. I had a path off to the left, I just didn't take it. So let's make sure. I mean, oxygen is my lifeblood over here, so I want to make sure I don't run out. I'd be fine for a while just with the pressure of the action in the rest of my base, but I'm not looking to cut it close at all. So these gas reservoirs are filling up pretty quick. It has been doing a pretty good job of keeping carbon dioxide and chlorine cleaned up. Same down here. Keeping it to a manageable level at least. It's not great, but manageable. And over here goes. So where did that flow down to all the way? Not sure. I'm not worried about anything down here, just because Binacs don't travel down there very often, but I do want to keep liquid cleaned up otherwise. Alrighty. Every 3 seconds, okay. So if I have 24, I'll get an 8, I'll get 6 eggs a cycle. So since Rexes eat 1 Dartle a cycle, 6 eggs a cycle will feed 6 Rexes. So that's 6. To fill in more tiles, but I need also here. I need to fill in 3 tiles. 2, 3. Over there. That way, no matter where they drop an egg, I'll be able to shuttle it out, prevent overcrowding. Now with this liquid, this crude oil lock here, Dartles won't be able to pass through, but it still counts as a 16,000 tile room, so any critters in here won't be overcrowded. 2, 3, 4,